party friends. Look who's back in the, you know.
Oh, I'm already there.
She keeps moving on me. There we go. But we have much
Trying
better
to be
lighting.
just my bad attitude is Mariah.
She moves in like that and makes her head all big. Try to keep up with her big old brain. This is P over here.
I'm over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We are PM Artist Studio.
Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you are here. We like to know that you are here. The cat's here. He says hello.
Meow.
So I can say hello back. Thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. You know we love that here in the beginning.
I noticed some of you already have. Good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, well done, well done. All right, let me say hello to everyone. I can't move the camera back because, see, like, the camera's going to be on my side, and she just doesn't know, and I'll tell you. Anyway, we've got Apple is here, Arkansas Crazy Quilter, that's Dawn, Art Curious, Ammon W, that is Miriam, Becky, Bo Kern, Betty, Candace, Christy, Colleen, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo, Dana, Deb, Devin, Rex 4, Art, that is Yolanda, Erna, Ellen, Estella, Gerald, Griffin Shell, that's Rhonda, Imelda, Isabel, Jeanette, aka Janet, Jennifer McKinnon, Jennifer Scott. Oh, the Jennifers are representing today. Jennifer's Dog Life. Jim Eber, hello Jim, Linda, Lizanne, I'm just going with Lizanne.
She spelled it out for you. I saw it somewhere.
Did she? Oh, good. See, but I missed that whenever I'm reading them off.
It was in the comments.
And I don't know why this thing's
I
doing
reread
weird
the comments on something that was there.
I have no control over this, seriously. Like, I try to control it, but it just does its thing. See, look at that. Now I made y'all weird and red. Turn your temperature down. Whoop. There we go. I don't know why it does the flickery thing. It's the auto deal. I don't know. Logitech, get your software under control. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. I don't know. And see, now we're off kilter there. I'm trying. Anyways, okay, where was I at?
I don't know.
Jennifer's and Jim. Leslie, Linda, Little Bird. Oh, yes, Lizanne. It's Lizanne. Lizanne. Okay.
Lizanne.
Working on it, guys. Marguerite Monkey is here. Paula Pinka. Rhonda, hello. Sorry. Silver Granny, that's Lynn. SWL, that's Sherry. Tina Schwanberg and Tracy LaBeouf. If I missed you, it was not on purpose. It's simply that you did not show up in the list and I might have, messed around and, missed you. Just give me a pinky hello hand or just a hello, and, emojis are helpful. I just don't like it when her head's bigger than mine. I feel like it's weird. Even though in real life her head is bigger than my head. It's true.
It is.
Facts.
We can't wear the same hats.
Or the same shoes.
Or the same shoes.
I got the skinny feet. She has wide feet.
I got this very wide.
Narrow.
They're almost square.
They really are. They're little blocks.
Little blocks.
Little blocks. They are small. Still small, but wide. Size matters.
Hey, it does, and it,
Let's just say she's sturdy.
I'm sturdy. Yeah, come from good peasant stock.
I'm going topside because here I am, topside. And see, this is the little, I don't want that in the thing, but I would like to have this space. And see, I want to.
I kept out all the colors, Mariah. I was going to put them away.
Yeah, that's smart.
And I thought, might need to make something on the fly.
Might.
I don't anticipate because I think we pretty well got it covered.
Okay. If you'd like to lean back in your seat during the stream, I would very much. Well, you can look in the little square. I mean, do you like your head big, or what?
I don't know.
Do you really not have a preference? Probably. I don't know.
I've got my feet put up now, so yeah.
I'm gonna move this a little.
How's that?
Center myself up a little more.
Part of my problem is I can't see.
There we go. And I'm gonna put this over here. All right, is Darcy here?
I think
Are you hanging in the background, Darcy? Because I don't know that I said her name.
Down here.
Hello, Eddie. Who else is coming in here? Naomi. Hello.
And you just catch the corner of it. Okay, how about that?
Mm-hmm. Hello, Jerry. I believe you are new. Lots of newbies. I love it. Now, for those of you that are new, do not ever be afraid to ask a question. We love them. It makes us seem really smart. And if we don't know how to answer it, someone in the chat will. Now, if you're watching on replay, ask it in the comments and we'll try to come back around to it, or I will answer you in the comments.
Thank you, Paula. I'm feeling much better also. I'm just looking at those on the camera. Oh my God, those look so good, Mariah.
Don't they?
Who did that?
You did, at my direction.
Oh, well, that's all the difference.
It is. It
It
really
probably did have something to do with it, because I
so.
wouldn't have made the same decisions
No.
on some of those.
Okay, I just kind of need to know. All right, is Darcy here? She isn't here yet. Hello, Kathy. I was hoping she was going to be here so she could tell me what to do. Because I really don't feel like I don't know how to start necessarily.
Well, did you watch her video?
I did, but I don't retain that well.
Well,
I
I could split screen and watch it.
I don't follow instructions well. And you just watched Carrie's, so you could.
But he just jump printed his. I didn't. See
Oh, you didn't
any...
watch part 2. There's part 2.
I didn't know there was a part 2.
Carrie, did you not like go to your next one? I don't know. I'm just,
Okay, Rhonda says pick your base page and build up.
I think this
Question mark.
Okay, thank you, Rhonda. She's taking charge. I love it. Thank you. So I'm thinking the big one should be the base page. Doesn't that make the most sense?
I think it does. To me,
Okay,
I don't know. It just depends on how you fold it.
Yeah. Okay.
Colleen says those prints are gorgeous.
Okay,
Thank
see,
you,
and Carrie's
Colleen.
confirming
I
stuff.
just love it when I get to read the chat, because Mariah never tells me anything like that. She's just busy over there explaining something that I'm doing.
Okay.
Which is really nice, because I'm not explaining
So
it.
flap over here. Actually, I like it like this because I feel like this is kind of rising up out of this. So does that matter? I suppose that doesn't necessarily matter.
I won't tell her.
Is there a conspiracy?
Somebody got locked in the wine cellar again.
Oh no.
Well, that's a good place to get locked. So that's what you were talking about when you were talking about you lost some of the...
Yeah, do we like that? Or I think that this is going to be the better flap situation, right? Like that. Yay or
No.
nay?
I don't like that at all. It interrupts that other one altogether. But hey, show them the prints.
Whatever you're doing with your feet, I'm about to grab your little toe and squeeze it. I don't know if y'all are hearing that, but it's her and her feet on the thing that really does technically cross the line.
Here's just so full of it. I'm going to start making some noise over here that really...
Really? Really?
Yeah, that really is annoying. Then you'll have something to reference it
Hey,
with.
what about this? What if I fold...
I don't like that.
If I fold this a little bit?
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, just
see?
getting rid of that white line really makes me very happy.
Okay.
Do you need the
Yeah.
this thing?
Oh, yeah, that might come in handy. Okay. I'm digging upon that. Alright. Glue. We're getting started. No announcements until Thursday.
No, Rhonda. I don't have. I should go put on one of my super jangly bracelets. This is when I should wear those.
This is not.
Because I won't be dragging the bell.
Hi,
through
Gretchen.
The bell through the gravy.
Yeah, or brayering and jingling.
Brad says, and yes, I do hear it, and I am downstairs
See?
with the door closed. Oh, wait, I have my headset on. Yeah, that doesn't count, Brad.
I don't know if he's being helpful or just thinking he's being funny. Okay. We have made that decision. There. This makes me... Actually, that's not too shabby. But then... what are our thoughts about that?
Well, why are you covering up that really good part?
What are you talking about? Okay, something has to get covered. Do you understand what's happening here?
Yes.
Like, in order for these to be together, something has to get glued upon one another. Now, we made that decision. But do we like this better than this?
So are you keeping your bottom all even, or are you interspersing them?
That is a good question as well.
Um,
Maybe I should center this up like that, just to give myself some options as we move along.
So that you got a little bit at the top and the bottom. I actually like the way that looks.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like bookends.
Yeah. Agreed.
And
Okay.
SWL says that is a gorgeous print with all the gold on it.
Well, and remember, this is a...
Well, actually, that's
the
the way
envelope.
the envelope came.
Mm-hmm.
I just covered it up, some of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so... Now, the other thing I can do, I suppose... All right. Can you go flap to flap? Is that acceptable?
Is flap to flap?
I don't know.
I think it's whatever the hell you want to do.
It seems like it, but I don't...
Because you didn't watch the video, so you
I
don't
did.
know. She said she watched it. I'm not sure. Was it a long time ago?
Yes, it was like over a week ago, I think, at this point.
Oh, wow. Wow.
You are not being kind. I don't like it.
And Estella says, how about gluing flap to flap?
I kind of feel
I
that
don't
way.
know if you can do that. I don't know if that's allowed.
If it's acceptable, or if like, so now, but now what happens is I have a
Yeah,
weird,
that looks good, what you just did there. You know, you kind of...
a weird thing, but we can glue to that, right?
Well, it certainly makes for a very sturdy little flap. I don't know what you do with it thereafter. Hey, you could punch holes in it and dangle stuff from it.
Okay. I don't know. Well, Darcy's not here to tell us no.
And
Ceri, no
and
rules.
Silver
You do you,
Granny
okay?
says it's your journal, Mariah. Anything goes.
All right, let's just do it. I mean, it seems a little sad to cover that up, but I already glued it down. Yeah, I glued it down.
Darcy would just do it. That's
Yeah.
exactly right, Tracy.
Okay. Still makes it a little sad covering. I don't like covering things up. I have a real hard time with that.
I agree. I have a hard time with you covering it up also.
That's the person who...
I don't know what I knocked myself out for, getting those edges all nice and whatever.
that's
Now you're just, you know,
That's such a mom thing to say.
gluing them together. Well, I guess I can look at the video and say, you know.
Yeah, did you see that?
I remember what it used to look like. It was really nice.
Good gosh. I would like to put in a request for a slight attitude adjustment. A little nicer, a little less. I mean, I'm already feeling slightly stressed about this whole situation. So I didn't like that sound. Yeah, see?
Jerry said she made hers this morning and struggled. My brain wanted everything to be in line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have that problem here, and it's not because we don't want to. It's just because it's not, or at least when I do it, it's not going to happen. So I just go to Plan B right, you know, from the get-go.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure my fold here happens nicely and it's not happening nicely.
Patricia, what's the name of the tool you were using yesterday when making these prints? It was round and you put tissue paper down first. What was that, Mariah?
You're barren,
Oh.
I would assume. There, that looks awesome. I like that.
Don't throw that piece away.
I'm not.
I think that must be what she means. Yes, and a lot of times I don't use that barren with the tissue paper simply because the tissue paper, sometimes if you have very juicy paint, it will seep through the tissue paper and it messes up your barren. I'll show you that.
Okay, look at
This
that.
thing.
Poor people.
Yes, it was made by Anthony Cody, and see, it's specially made. Mariah, wasn't this like for my birthday 2 years ago?
Gosh, has it been that long?
I think so.
Well, like
But
not this year, but last year.
Not this year, but last year.
Yeah.
And I love it because, number one, I have kind of broad hands. So Mariah measured my hands, and I said, and I want the barren part to overhang that. And I mean, you know, this is just so perfect.
So good.
And you can have him do this for you. Measure your hands and give him the measurements, and he will make it happen. Trying to keep this out of the way so that you can see my beautiful jewels today. Oh my gosh, it just hurts my heart. She's just tearing. She has no compunction about tearing into that paper at all. Have you noticed that?
Well, listen, lady, I mean, that's part of the deal here. Like, that's just what has to happen. I love that. Doesn't that look cool together? I think that looks good, right? We're going with that.
Yeah.
And see, and I'm doing
I
is...
see what you're saying now.
So that's just brown. I don't feel like I'm, you know,
Bringing in some blue.
losing too much there.
Yeah, that's kind of ugly anyway.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't worry about some of those edges.
Now, I think I should come down a little lower on this one. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think if you tried to center everything up there, it would start getting kind of static and boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, B-A-R-E-N.
There we go. I'm liking this. Now, I know that you guys come back and did some things.
Yes, Marguerite, it's our
the pocket
Anthony
things.
Cody in Makers.
I don't know if I'm doing that.
He does wood turning. Oh my gosh, he makes beautiful bowls also.
Now, see what I could do.
And SWL, yes, I have a roll of that stuff, but the problem is I can't easily access it. I don't think you should put that there.
Put what where?
Well, whatever you're doing there. You should just leave that alone, what you've got right now.
What do you... I don't really understand what you mean. 'Cause I don't think you understand what I'm trying to do.
I don't really like that, but it's your book.
Doesn't feel like that. Okay, well, we have these. We're going to use that stuff.
Okay, and Silver Granny says the barren helps distribute weight evenly over the gel plate. To some extent, that's true, but the reason I think you do better with a smaller and going in circular motions, especially if you're using a stencil and you're trying to get your paper down into the stencil, that's why I use sometimes the ball part of this. I turn it over and do that circular motion because this gets down into the crevices of the stencil a lot better. When you have just one big flat thing, more than likely it's going to be, the pressure is going to be on the outside edges. You're not going to get the inside edges.
Do we like that? I like that.
I don't know if I love that. I think you should interview something else. I don't know about Estella's gala.
But what about that? Like, so, see, when it's all opened up, it goes to that. And I could even then bring that back in there like that. Thoughts, feelings?
Burnishing effect, yes.
Hello? Hello? Yes? No?
Deb, see, there's a payoff on the pretty colored envelopes. Miss Mariah is getting colored paper tears, not white.
There is.
Yes.
She's not helping me.
Becky says, I use a small, smooth piece of wood, but I'm saving up for a custom-made barren from Anthony. Hey, it is money well spent.
Oh, make the book first. Stop worrying about all this. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. No, they're not.
I think that's what they're saying.
Please tell Em that Carrie says make the book first.
See, she can't hear me. Her ears are messed up again today. She can't hear me.
I can't. Because she has this little itty-bitty voice. And she's always asking me why I'm yelling at her. I'm giving her hints that she needs to talk louder. You need to make sure that you line that up with the bottom. That doesn't need to extend past the other one that's on the other side. There you go. Guess what Carrie said. faff later. Basic form first, faff later. There you go. We need a shirt that says that.
Where is this coming from? What is this fact?
It says,
What?
what did Colleen says? Eddie, call Darcy, please.
Yeah, she's here, but she's at a pit stop, I think.
You two need to have a hug break. Oh, it's nothing that serious.
She's just stressing me out.
I just like to give her a little guff because she's always doing
Ooh,
that
look
to
at
me.
that. I like that. Don't you like that?
I do.
Okay.
Actually.
Now, the problem is, see, we cover up that, but I think what I'll do is just do that again.
Come in. Doesn't sound very nutty. It must be Attitude Tuesday. Well, it's Tweaky Tuesday, and I do have some tweaks, but I'm going to tweak and thought on Thursday.
She can do. We discovered yesterday that she can multitask.
Right.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-doo.
Now, why are you not matching that up to the bottom and you just have that little bit hanging out there? I think that's bad.
I don't know. Just cut this lady. Ooh, look at that. I didn't line those up, but I'm not worried about that. I'm going to try not to worry about that.
Is this how it's supposed to do?
That's how it's supposed to do. I mean, I'm flipping and flopping things. That's what both Ceri and... It would have been helpful. I really thought that you had watched Ceri's part 2.
I thought I was doing good to watch part 1.
Kind of depending on you for that.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize part 2 was available. Nothing was mentioned. Oh, I didn't have the sound on, though. And the reason I don't have the sound on is because that over there complains that it's too loud.
Yeah, she does.
So,
It's my fault.
Mariah, may I suggest you do a waterfall of small envelopes down the center panel?
Who's this? Well, you could suggest that, but I don't know how to necessarily do that, and I really only have a couple.
She doesn't have very many smaller-ish.
Yeah, so I have these two. These are kind of bigger ones. This is one of the bigger. Now that would be kind of cool if we did have that come off like that, right? And then
Jerry Peter gives a thumbs up. I don't know what argy means either.
Argy-bargy. English term for back and forth arguing. Argy-bargy.
Oh.
We do a lot of that. There's a lot of that.
Example, the tenants got into a bit of an argy-bargy over their shared porch. Well, we're having trouble here with shared envelopes.
Gel printed.
Yes, because I did such a fine job gel printing them, and she's just ripping them and
Again,
she's ripping and snorting.
She did not understand the assignment.
I don't understand the concept of what we're doing here at all.
Can I just glue it down wherever? I suppose I can. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. Or would that be better over here? Because see, that kind of flows and nods to that. I'm kind of digging this situation.
I kind of think you need to leave that really nice print just in and of itself there and look at it.
What are you talking
And
about?
not cover it up with another one, especially that orange thing, which
This.
is a poopy print anyway.
What are you... It's gonna flip.
I know, but
Look.
the one that you had down there, the orange one with the holes on it, I don't like that.
You don't like this one?
I
The
think
little
it
one?
interrupts the beauty of the other print. Yes, that's terrible.
Good.
It needs to go somewhere else.
She really has some opinions about things, y'all.
Well, there you go. Orange on orange. That's always good. Jerry is said, have you done this on a canvas? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't... That's not the assignment
Hi,
at the
Tammy.
moment. I'm digging that.
My gosh, I might have to get out the alcohol if I'm going to continue talking and
Directing.
directing.
Yes.
My voice is just... I'll tell you what.
How about
I'm really
that?
doing pretty good. I discovered this nose spray allergy stuff, and it is the bomb diggity. I don't have to wait for it, you know, to take
Wait,
effect. It's like, boom. Pew, pew. Find my cute little cup and see if the clean it out.
Thank you, Ceri. He says, Mariah, this is hard and stressful. It's natural to feel that way. Yeah, especially with this one, you know. I didn't realize I was going to have the added bonus of, you know, the pressure of, hey, I gel printed that. I've got the...
Don't cover that up, for God's sake. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I thought we were just going to mail these out.
Thank you, Jennifer. I needed a little reassurance there. I'll tell you what, sometimes when we have these little, now you just watch. In 5 minutes, we will be swarming.
The nets will show up.
Let me tell you, oh,
Sugar.
sugar. This is not the easiest thing to do in the world. Putting this cork back on, and you don't want to grab it like this because I pinch my finger every single dadgum time. All right. Pass the bottle around, Christy says. I wish I could.
Yeah, I like that. It's a nice doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop, doop. Did I glue that? I haven't glued that yet. I'm a little sad
Yeah,
about
that's that one-off envelope that I told you that you were going to have trouble working that in. But that looks pretty good because it actually picks up the lighter colors from that other print there.
Yeah. I just can't commit to gluing down the whole thing. I figure if I have part of it, then I can use that later and I'll feel better about that. That's the decision
I agree with that.
Okay. Now, I do kind of, I dig that there. That is not too shabby. And I don't think we're covering up so much that it, you know, hurts my heart.
Deb says, have you tried dyeing papers with whiskey stains yet? Inadvertently, yes. But, just, you know, to sit down and say, geez, I'm going to get my booze out and see if I can make some whiskey marks here. No, I have not done that. Besides, this is really expensive. I could do that with, you know, cheap booze. But this is kind of high dollar. Rhonda says if she does one, she's going to tear those flaps.
All right.
I can hear Darcy saying, less thinking, more gluing.
Okay. Trying.
I think thinking is really kind of important.
No, you overthink.
I do.
She's an overthinker
it
from
would
way
take
back.
me 3 or 4 days to do this.
Oh, it would be painful.
Okay. Mo says, please tell M not to butt the flap folds too close to the edge per Darcy instruction.
Okay.
Thank you. The nerd bar is
Yeah.
open and ready for business.
Okay. I think I understand what you're saying. Because I kind of remember her saying something like, and I'm going with that. And I like that. But I am going to rip it. Because I really like that more natural kind of edgy thing going on.
Hey, Deb, if that would work, I would definitely do it. Tracy, I have the same problem. I mean, a lot of times the reason I bag and tag stuff is because I just am, I can't make the decision to do it.
Container gardening, y'all.
That's why, oh, what's his name? I have to look over here because I just moved his file. Archipenko. Archipenko is still on the shelf.
How could you?
With his bottom undone.
Bottom undone. All right, did I decide I was going to put that there? I like that there.
Well, I thought you were.
Yeah.
A while ago you were.
But then, was I going to?
And I like it centered there because it is.
Yeah, I like that. That's sexy right there. Yeah, baby. Okay.
Well, Jennifer is is offering her therapy services to Ceri. This is just such a thoughtful group. I need therapy too, but I don't have, I just don't have the attention span for it.
She really is more of an advice giver.
Less overthinking, but more drinking. This is definitely true. But some of the decisions that have been made under the influence were later regretted. The therapy tent is erected. Take a ticket.
See, look at that. That's beautiful.
I do, but you're gonna. Oh yes, and I have. Oh hey, look that. Oh, that is just lovely. Is that how it's supposed to go?
It's how it's going. So yes, the answer is yes. That is how that is going.
All right.
Okay, so and then we've got some flippy. See, this flips out. This flips over. This flips up. I feel like we kind of need another.
I'll tell you what. This is one of those things you need to write some instructions with.
No, I think it's really best that you don't, because that's why I was feeling a little like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna, like.
No, I mean you need to write instructions with yours, because good God Almighty, I don't even know how to.
They've all gone this way. This is how you do it. It's just kind of.
It's just willy nilly.
Willy nilly. It ain't for everybody.
It ain't for everybody.
Obviously, you are not good at this.
I'm totally stressed. Just watching. If I had to do this, oh my gosh, y'all would, you would stop watching. I like that, Mariah.
This?
I actually like that. Go back to that.
Well, what was
No,
back?
don't do that. On the inside. Put it on the inside.
So here.
Yes, we are in Texas. It's not from whence we.
Remember, you're in the delay, so I don't know where I was or what I was doing.
When you the orange, open it all up again.
Okay.
Oh, open the insides. Oh, you got them open? And then where the orange one was, and you were putting that other one on top of the orange one?
Kind of like this?
Well, I don't know. I got to wait here. Oh, this drives me crazy.
Like this?
There you go.
Okay.
I think that, now does it interfere with the movement of the top one?
I think we're going to be good there, and I think we're going to be good there. I like that. And then when we close it up, we can do it like that, and that's kind of cool.
Yes.
Okay.
I like it.
And then we're good there. And there. All right. Look at that.
Hey, I don't have the attention span for a lot of things.
Now, so that...
I like that when you flip it up, you get that copper, which is reflects the orange on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think we're good there too. I think. I don't know. As Darcy said, even if you glue it all down, then you just cut a slit in one of the areas that makes sense. That I remember.
Yes, and Leslie said she just made a couple of flip-flop journals with a similar, then she has a face with his tongue sticking out.
Okay.
Willow journals. I don't know what that means.
Am I gluing all the way?
And I even like it. Are you going to be able to see those little holes in the...
I think so.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, I think. All right, let's see.
Arkansas Quilter says, I have to say, I'm amazed at how all this is going together.
So are we.
I am also.
I mean, so y'all can see the side of my head better. Because I know that's entertaining.
Backseat crafters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got to do something here besides just read what y'all say. And then there's nothing better than 50 backseat crafters. Do we have that? Oh my gosh, we have 101 people here.
Hello to all of y'all that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbs upsies if you haven't already, even if you are watching the replay.
Ceri, she is yet to decide which and where the pockets and tucks will be.
Yeah. There we go. But
we're putting the book together first as instructed by Ceri and Darcy both.
Yes. Okay, we've got 2 more envelopes to go here. Gosh, I love this.
Yeah, and I was really worried about that one. Is it shutting up?
Yeah, it's shutting up. Look at that. Boop. So you can even do it, you can do it that way.
Oh my, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, now we're going to have to address that situation, but we have plenty of things to glue down and do that with. Because that was
And Silver Granny says, Mariah, your journal is looking fantastic. I'm glad you saved that piece of orange so you can balance that out somewhere on the other side somewhere.
Yeah, I got a couple pieces. I saved it from both. Ooh, that's beautiful, isn't it? So what if we... Because that could be kind of hidden there, although that won't flip then there. Okay. So,
and don't forget the back. Yes.
Yeah. But
I don't know exactly what that means.
What we can do.
That might be a good solution.
Yeah.
I like that, actually. Interrupting that. But you might tear it. Look at that. That's a little more than I would have torn, but...
Oh, see, look, that looks beautiful.
Becky says, I'm not particularly fond of neutrals and browns, but this looks fantastic.
Thanks, Becky.
Thank you. These were the colors that Mariah chose.
Well, based mainly because on, like, the envelopes that we had, and there was no sense in not, incorporating that.
Envelopes sort of dictated the color palette, because that's what we had.
Yeah. And I knew she'd be more on board with it. Okay, now this gets tricky, though. So this is gonna... That can flip. I love that. Love how that does that, and I even love how that does that. So that will still work.
Yes.
Then whenever we flip this shut, this can go here, or it cannot, because see, it overhangs there.
Now the envelopes, you're
Maybe
going to still use the pocket aspect of the envelopes for something, right?
Yes.
Are you just going to put paper in them to write notes or something? We could make whiskey dyed paper.
I don't know.
Not with my good moves, but some of that cheap crap we got down there.
Maybe.
That people have left from parties.
Maybe.
And Rhonda loves a good earthy neutral. Me too. Just nothing better.
Are we against it kind of hanging out, having a little hangover?
I don't have a problem with the hanging out. Do you?
Over here? I don't, because
I don't know.
I don't love that.
But I think you should make it look at least like it was intentional rather than a...
Okay, hold on. Shh.
Okay, I'm shushing.
Whooshy for a second. Just give me a moment.
Hi, Kathy. Hi, Ellen. Kelly. And where's Joyce? I don't know where Joyce popped in there and somebody said hello. Oh, Jennifer said hello to Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Yeah. And there's Lisa. Hello. Lisa.
Okay. Yeah, that kind of closes that up, but I don't.
Deb C says you can always chop off the natural end of the envelope and glue it back.
Yeah. I just worry if, is that going to give me, I think I'm going to be fine.
And Paula says you don't have to use every envelope as a tuck, except that you can glue them shut just to make a page. Well, now,
All
Paula, why would you want to do something like that?
Well.
I don't know either. But, I guess it's just thought.
That I love. That we can, that I want to glue down, because this I want to see, because that's pretty. Okay. That has been determined. I like that. So we're going to fold it back this way. But then, that messes me up over there, doesn't it?
Oh, Joyce is a new friend to join us in the live stream. Well, welcome, Joyce.
She's not usually in charge of the chat. Normally that's my job.
This is going really fast, and sometimes I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to watch what Mariah's doing in real time because it's confusing when I have to tell her what to do and I'm watching on the TV.
I need to tell her what to do.
Well, the gnats haven't showed up yet. I guess, we had a couple of cold days. They might have gone into hibernation.
Maybe.
Oh, and Becky says, glue an envelope shut, then cut a slit on one side of it and use it as a pocket. So you can slit your envelope after you glued it shut.
Yeah, I know that. That I kind of remember. I'm just struggling with, okay, I really like that there. Maybe I glued that, so, but see, I don't really love that together. But that's okay. Maybe.
I think it works.
Okay, and then we're going to glue that like that. How about that? But we got to get that a little more straight.
And Josica says she finally caught us live. Welcome.
Hi, Josie.
Well, if you missed yesterday, you missed all the gel printing, Leslie, so you're going to have to go back and watch that because it was pretty fantastic, if I do say so myself. And Lisa said she accidentally glued some of her envelopes shut, so she had to cut them into pockets. Plan B.
Yes, I like it. Okay, so. I think this is what I'm doing.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, this one's a struggle. All right.
You're welcome, Leslie.
I like that there. I like. I don't hate that, but I don't necessarily love it.
Cookie
so we're
Wookie
going to
says,
do that.
form first, faff later.
Oh,
Hey, we got some great faffing that I made for her yesterday that we pulled.
I want that off of there.
Pardon me, earlier
I want
today.
That off of there. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Now that I have that settled. Because those were fighting me.
What did you tear off there?
It's just the little inner thingies that were messing with me. Because I've got to get this the right size. So that way when I fold it over, it can still, and I really like that. But then sometimes when I come back and look at it, then I'm like, I don't know, do
I really like that.
Okay. But then, see that kind of
Oh, did you hear what Silver Granny said? I need to make a coordinating pouch to hold this fantastic journal. I am working on a new pouch, by the way.
Okay.
And Susan says you've got to watch out for those inner thingies.
Yes.
Boy, isn't that the truth.
Center thingies are causing me some strife. They were dealt with.
And Deb C says if you don't like the transitions, cover them with decoupage later.
Okay. So
Thank
you're
you
saying
for that.
I'm obsessing about it a bit too much?
I think so.
That's the
But
general
to
feeling.
save your inner bits, you might use them.
That's not what I just heard.
Inner bits and thingies.
Bits and
You know,
things.
never throw your inner bits or thingies away. You never know.
That's right. Okay. That we're going with that. I'm over it. I'm over it. And if I say it enough.
Colleen, you know, you do if you don't gel plate for a while. It's kind of like you have to, for just a minute, start over. You know,
Yeah.
Kind of think, because you got to think about things like that, and there are little things that get you that you don't think about. Leslie says drink more whiskey. Don't be too hard on yourself, love.
Okay.
I'll try not to, Eddie.
Nobody's talking to you.
I know. But I thought
I think
that
they're feeling sorry for me
was good.
dealing with this very stressful situation here.
Jennifer, I'm not going to say that word because Mariah says I get in trouble if I say those kind of things.
So see, I knew something was happening there that I was gonna fight with.
Oh,
Okay, so
now there we
see?
go. We're fighting. You
But-
might have to give it a double fold.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fold it like this. I mean, I was told there are no rules about all this, so we're making, we're modifying our plan.
There you go.
There, that looks fabulous.
It does. It almost looks intentional.
Almost. Just don't come to the live stream. You'll know otherwise. Oh, sugar biscuits. Okay, we're still fighting with this bad boy because, see, that goes up there. But maybe if we... Okay, hold on. Okay.
Leslie says flip it over the other way.
Yeah, I'm trying, but see, it keeps locking in.
But flip it over the other way, other way.
Other way, other way. Oh, around.
No, into the middle.
Yeah, see? I got a hootie-doo that I'm dealing with. And a hoody-do. See, this goes here.
Well, don't get
That
don't
goes
get
there.
all bent out of shape yet. Let's just see
Yeah, I
it.
know.
it's gonna, you know, resolve itself.
I don't think that that's true.
It just depends on, you know, just keep folding.
It's gonna-
So much fun!
Just keep folding. Just keep folding.
Hey, we have another new friend, Michelle. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Michelle. It's not always this stressful.
Yeah.
We're doing
And
something.
sometimes we actually know what we're doing.
This is new.
This is a new experience. She's gonna fold those down to they're about as right as an envelope flap. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Josica says, I missed yesterday's live, but I watched the replay. Patricia, you were connected to your higher self. Amen, sister. One banger after another. Fantastic. I know, and now Mariah's ripping them up and folding them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I want that to fold in there.
And
All
Becky says, oh
Look at
no,
you.
my Amazon order just showed up, and guess what? It's a padded brown envelope pouch.
right. Ooh.
8 by 10. There you go.
Okay. So this is where things went squirrely. Look at that though. That's fabulous.
It is. Mariah, you made it happen.
And if you want, you can fold it back that way. Or we're going to make sure that you can.
Somebody mentioned the use of tea bags. We've got some somewhere.
We do. We do.
They said that a really good thing to print on if you want to have the tea bag go away. You know, the whatever material go away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. You're accordion pleating.
I did. I just
That's
thought that was
just
kind
so
of fun.
cute.
Because I still want to be able to see it. And then you can play with it and look at it and say how pretty. Oh, sorry.
Then you could even have stick a little tab on there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm cool with that. And see, that can go. Okay, so that cannot fold there. See, why can't I just get that to do like that and that?
I think that's what somebody said. You need to make them a little bit away from the edge.
Well, I did, but see, we have this weird thing here that we created. But what we
Oh, yeah, that double thing that you created.
yeah, which I could just,
You can put a secret message in the fold.
I don't know, I like that. I mean, I'm not totally mad at that. And then we, oh, okay. What are our thoughts and feelings about all that?
Well, I think that's just bloody marvelous.
And if we just don't love what's happening there, I think
Mo, oh, you are being so naughty.
Mo being naughty, well,
When it all appears to be going something, just laugh hysterically and keep folding.
yes. That's kind of where I was going
My
with that.
thoughts exactly. Oh, I'm glad you kept that strip. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's where you need to use it.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it feels like it's going to have a home at some point. Okay.
Susan, you. Oh, and I have your thing together, but you have to send me a message. I sent you a secret message.
A secret message. Private message.
That only you can see.
Okay, I think what we want to do here is, okay, so that's a lot of shiny.
It is.
So let's,
You need to shiny on the other side.
okay.
Oh, here she goes tearing vellum. And I can't wait to see watch her glue it down and it goes all winky wonky on her.
Winky wonky. I don't want
Now
to cover
before you
that
glue
up
that
like
down, make sure that's going to fold in. There you go. Good job. Good jobbers, Mariah.
Oh, simmer down because we're not yet. Not yet, lady. Not yet.
I don't know, but this stream has caused me to pour a drink. We're
Her intensity is major. I am trying to.
I'm trying to be helpful.
And the
And
reason
Mo says the colors are awesome.
and the
I
reason
know,
she's
Mo, some of
hollering
those
is because
colors
her
are your
hearing's
colors.
screwed up. Do we like that? I like that.
I don't know what is this rum shata.
Oh, it's a type of drink, I think, if that's what they're talking about. It's rum chata. I think that's how you say it.
Oh.
Rum chata. It's kind of trying to think. It has sort of a cinnamon. Doesn't it have sort of a cinnamon?
Well, I might like that.
Yeah, I think you.
I would need some of that when I make my oatmeal cookies. I like to.
Do we like that?
Soak my raisins in rum overnight, and then they plump up, and then when you bite into them, you get a little charger.
See, I like it better.
Rum flavoring.
I like that there. Like that. And then you get a little hinty of it.
Now are you closing up any? I know. Soak them raisins in booze.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm
Then
good.
you can also, sprinkle them on your oatmeal in the morning if you're kind of into clandestine early drinking.
That is if you don't have a job to go to. We don't recommend this.
I'm
sort of-
retired.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she says good in hot cocoa. You're talking about the rum shata, not the soaked raisins. I don't know. That might kind of cause some problems if you took a big gulp and you caught a raisin in your throat. Could be,
Boy, you are.
life-threatening. Number of envelopes need to be in proportion with bourbon imbibation to assist stress levels.
Yes. Okay, look. They are all glued down, y'all. Now what? Carrie, still with us? Darcy?
Well, let's look at those papers.
I don't full on love that situation. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's kind of a bunchy. It's kind of bunchy.
Kind of bunchy. How do I fix it? How do I fix it? I say. 'Cause I love that. I really do. And I love that. I feel like it's just one fold away from the answer.
Hey, isn't that life in general?
One fold.
One fold away.
And all things will be all right.
And Imelda says that side is not right, Mariah.
I know.
She's working on it,
I am.
Imelda.
I am.
I don't know if she successfully addressed her problem there, but she created a problem, or she solved a problem
Yeah, and then created
earlier, but then created another problem.
a new one. I did. Indeed, I did.
Oh, good God Almighty, she's going to start folding more.
And I know somebody's like, if you would just do this, then everything will be all right. And look at that. That could be our answer.
Okay, it says now cover your flaps that are peeping out and any envelope innards.
Okay.
Glue that red flap down to the base layer.
Okay, here, look at that. Okay.
Imelda's having a breakdown. Just drink more.
Melda, sorry.
Cheers.
I don't know that this is going to get a lot of thumbsy upsies. Thank you for those of you that gave them before you knew what was happening over here. I like that.
Imelda says, please can I have some of that whiskey? Imelda?
Yes.
I'm
Come
telling
on
you.
over, girl. Come on over.
You just need to, get yourself over here. Yeah, I quit watching all of this a while ago
Do I like
because
that?
I haven't had an alcoholic bevy. Oh, Eddie, he's on the wagon. Well, you know what? I don't drink. I really, what you see me doing here, this is it. I do not drink any other time. Mariah?
That's true.
Okay.
That is true.
Part of it is,
May I have the metal ruler, please?
yes, you may.
We're
I
gonna
confess
make an
that.
executive decision here.
Oh yes, and it's always better in an. These are little sake. Well, I don't know if they're sake, but they're little
Wallali.
Japanese.
I just think.
I like how you did that, Mariah. That was excellent.
And then it goes like that, and it can fold into there, and then that can fold across if you want. And then those go.
And I like how that kind of springs out there. That's very cool.
And that, like that. Okay. Sometimes you just need to rip it off. Okay. I like this. Now. Okay, so what's the next little thing that we're doing? We're covering up these situations. Is that what the deal is?
Well, I don't know that you have any situations other than a big white strip there.
Yeah, this thing needs to be dealt with for sure. Ooh, okay, so we're going to utilize that because I love how that goes into that.
You get in your 70s, it's a whole lot less fun drinking than it used to be.
Even in your 40s.
Mariah celebrated a little robustly at Nathan's birthday party, and it took her a couple days to...
Yeah, it did. That was rough.
We're rough. She looked rough, too. Now, is that still... The way you're gluing that down, you've got to make sure that you don't go over there.
Right.
Because then it won't open up, sweetie baby.
I know. I got this.
But the bottom part.
Right.
You know that.
Yes.
Okay. I think that was an excellent choice there. That bringing in that gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mariah did stay at the grocery store a little too long. I'll tell you what, there's nothing like going to school and teaching second and third graders the next 25 at a time the next day after you're hungover. You only do something like that. Don't do that. Just leave that alone. No.
Right here?
I like that line that's created there.
Yeah, I know you do. You love some just rando straight line kind of
And then
business.
you just love some rando glued on pieces, so, you know, I guess.
Here we are in Rando Land.
Rando land.
Getting our rando on.
I am the same way.
What about that? See?
I'll have to take a nap later this afternoon.
What about that? Patricia?
No! Just sleep it.
I don't know. You're not in charge.
She's not going to listen to me, but it's okay. It's her book.
I'm going to listen to you for now.
I think that's a good idea.
But just know that it's not going to...
Now, could you show those papers that we have?
Oh, yeah. So, these are the polls.
Leslie says, if I drink tequila, I think I'm Ginger Rogers. When I drink tequila, I'm like, I think about moving, but I can't. I'm like paralyzed. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I do like Jägermeister a lot. I don't know what the bomb means.
No.
I just like... I use Jägermeister when I have to catch up to everybody else in order to tolerate the rest of the drunks. A couple shots of Jägermeister and I'm good. Okay, Darcy's Neurosphere stencil. Yes, that is what. And then also, oh, that's a good thought there, Mariah. I like that.
Well, do we... Okay. I really like it that way, but then it might hurt that I... Maybe what I do is just do it like that.
Yes, because then you've got the brown represented on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, and I'll piece another one up here because that looks weird.
Oh,
Ooh,
Eddie,
but,
I don't try not to do things like that. I might knock my teeth out.
See,
I'm a very vigorous drinker.
look at that side though.
Boy, it's a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I kind of like that one with the copper on it.
I know, I do too.
But I don't know. Robin said, Hager's good if you want to see the underside of the table. I was drinking Jaeger once in Albuquerque. Mariah and I were celebrating spring break. And dancing up a storm. And
she smoked my last cigarette.
Flung me out and
rolled her down.
Rolled me around on the floor. And she's going, y'all stop, that's my mother.
Pick her up.
Pick her up. Everybody was pretty nice about that.
They were.
They helped me.
See, we got a little bit of both. Looky there. Looky there.
I think that's splendid, Mariah. You made a good decision there. And I even like that. Because it brings in that dark color from the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hope I didn't put too much glue there. I probably did, but we'll work that out here in just a second.
Oh, Susan has family in Albuquerque is like my favorite place.
We had a good time.
It's not so shishy as Santa Fe.
Yeah.
But their flea market is awesome. And I guess that they no longer have the flea market in Santa Fe, you know, across the street from the Opera House. It had something to do with the Native American population owning the property, and they, I guess, just didn't want to do that anymore.
Said nay to all that. Okay, something I kind of want to do here.
Oh, you want to keep that so it's a pocket.
Yeah, I do. But I'm still, you know. This is not at all how Ceri or Darcy did theirs.
This is called working organically and responding to each different layer.
Yes.
And when you work like that, it's very hard to be prescriptive in your approach.
Yeah.
Because your problems are going to be different.
Yes, I created new and different ones. That is true.
I thought I was stressed during my journal, but watching this is pushing me to my limits of endurance.
Who knew the envelope? He's going to have, you know, like envelopes will be
good.
triggering.
It is good to face your fears.
Listen to her.
And if you can't do that, just have another shot.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I might just keep that there. Like so.
And Mariah, she says, Mariah, you can just say yours was inspired by it, not a copy.
Oh,
but
yeah.
we don't ever do very good at copying
God,
because, well, we suck at that.
We do.
Tracy says, I'm loving the process, but it is hard learning to work this way for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is not a tutorial how to. This is merely please be inspired.
Please be inspired and know that this is the philosophy at PM Artist Studio. If you work organically, you're reacting to each layer that you decide to put down. And we can't determine that for you. You've got to determine that for yourself.
Yeah, here we go. Boom, boom. And then see that goes over like that. Boom, boom. Okay, doing good things here. Alrighty. Now, we do have the papers. And we could bring some of this in. I really like this one. I think this would be a little, like we'd have to do it on the inside.
But now we are facing Mariah's problems. This is true.
Yes. Are you going to be horrified if I just rip this print up?
And you know, when I say that I can't follow instructions or people's pattern, I'm not saying that it's a choice factor. I have trouble.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I didn't crochet for years and years and years is because I thought I had to follow those things that were on the paper, and it was very confusing and very intimidating for me. When I decided that I could just do anything I wanted to do, then all of a sudden I was like, okay, I'm interested in doing this.
Well, and I think that was kind of the appeal of this, is that I did know, even though there is a certain amount of pressure of, okay, well, you know, am I sort of getting this right? Because, I mean, there is some repetitive, like, you know, hey, you need some envelopes. That's number one.
At SWL said there should be plenty of material for Darcy thoughts.
Yes. We might all need a little therapy.
And Deb C says, this is pretty much the poster video for Squeaky Tuesday, right?
Yes.
I should have printed both sides of that paper, Mariah.
No, because then I have that. I don't really like things being two-sided. It's very stressful.
Oh, are you going to glue it all down? Good. I think that's wonderful that you did that. That was just too much orange showing. And I think that's been my problem all along. That is beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, and Tracy says I actually bought my first crochet needles. But we're going to have a session of my with me doing my freelance. That's not the name of it.
Freestyle.
Freeform. Freeform crocheting. I'm really happy that I went ahead and did that and pulled that with that Payne's Gray Mariah. Remember we talked about what color was best? Oh, what did Carrie say? I'm thinking there is a new event for next week. Meltdown Monday with Mariah. Freeform, yes, Becky. Freeform. Prudence Mapstone from Australia does fabulous freeform. If you don't know about her, you need to look her up.
Yes, she's wonderful. She's actually in Makers, or, I mean, used to be. I don't know. She doesn't post, but... Or she has posted.
Yeah, she has. I've actually not talked to her, but...
Corresponded.
And she sent me stuff.
She did. She thought we were crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this is still going to be open, so we can stuff something in there. I'm just going to glue this over here, though. Because I think that I need to do that, but that could be wrong. I might be making a bad decision. This is like a sneaky...
Yes, anything that you order from Australia is pricey. And her books are. But they're really cool books.
Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Because I like that. We like the look of it.
Hello, Ceri. Leslie wants to know if that's a 1-inch side panel. I don't know what that means.
Oh, there are no measurements here. I have no idea.
We have no idea.
This is a number 10 envelope. I can tell you that. And I have them from way back when this one lady had me make her wedding invitations, and they were like big long panel cards, and she gave me all the extras.
And we've used them a lot.
We have. See, that's too much. Too much for the fold, y'all. It's alright. I'm gonna make this happen. Ooh. Show you how we fix that.
Oh, she says that that's what's giving you the trouble.
What? Yeah, the fold thing? Yeah.
So that's how you do it. That's how you fix it. Did you see that?
I do this a lot. It's a Mariah technique.
It is definitely. But
did I miss
I'd tear it like that. I'd be there for 30 minutes fixing the fix-up.
She's like, can you do that thing that you do when you slide it over and fix it? There we go. And then what I'll probably do here, like, so you're like, oh God, does that look yucky? For me, like what I would do with that is I come in, have a little drink.
Use your bone folder to separate that.
And I'm going to...
Shannon Bryan says, nice fix.
Thank you.
And then she has a laughy face.
I need to be careful here because I don't want that to go through. And I don't know if that's the color I really want. We need to start with the blue gray.
Why don't you use gold?
Oh, come back in with the gold?
Yes. I mean, you know, then it would match up to that page that's
okay.
opposite of it.
Okay. Well, we'll do that here in a minute. But you can utilize marker like I just did there. That's just an alcohol ink marker. I like them because they dry quick. Okay. That.
I don't think Prudence is the one that does furniture covers.
No.
She mostly does clothing. And she does fabulous ombre. Tracy says she likes the idea of the gold.
Alright, this down here needs something, I think. Personally.
Oh, that bottom part?
Yeah.
I usually just cut it off and call it a day.
Oh, do you?
I told you needed to decide. Just one place sticking out.
But it's so pretty. But wait, why don't we just...
So what would happen if you cut it off? Is it going to mess you up?
I don't know.
There you go.
Well, do we
Give it a fold. And glue it down with another piece. Prudence Mapstone. And Robin says, regardless of how you got there, this is fabulous.
Thank you, Robin.
I'm so glad we have it on video. I was trying to explain something like this to someone.
Oh, good golly.
Oh,
No
Jennifer
way.
says, don't
Don't cut it?
fold to be a pocket. Well, I don't think she's got enough there. It'd be a mighty slim pocket.
Well, I mean, it could be like a little tiny holdy thing, but it's kind of thick. And
Yeah.
I've already gotten a lot of thickness there. Like, this is a thicker envelope than this other one. This is a pretty, like, kind of thick paper. It's part of my issue, is what I'm saying. Alright. See? It's getting in my way. That there camera. I'm just going to tear it off. See? Thick. But I like this side. We're going to keep that. Look at that. That's actually kind of... See?
Good save,
Like, that's
Mariah.
better than even... I mean, I don't know how much of this...
I don't want to cover up that orange. You need that.
Hold on. Ooh. Okay, well, what we could do is, look, we can put it there. And that's more better. Alright, you can't see that, but hold on. I'll get into this flippy down businesses. Hard to keep on camera.
Hey, if you can do freeform macrame, Susan,
There we
you
go.
can definitely do freeform crochet.
Thoughts, feelings, irritations,
Irritations. I
salutations.
think what you're doing is absolutely spot on.
Yeah. I like that.
I think you need to put it up there where that white stuff. Yeah, more where the white is. Up a little bit more. There you go.
Okay, well, I gotta be careful about that because see my
Oh,
fold.
yes, because of your fold. Hello, Christopher.
Gotta mind the fold, y'all. Mind the fold.
And Susan's being very encouraging. She says you're doing a wonderful job, Mariah.
Thank you, Susan.
Toot toot.
Toot,
What?
toot.
What is it? Tutti frutti? No, that's not it. That means it's fine.
Oh, yes, from our London Anthony.
It's Tootie something.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Barbara. She just joined us and has pinky hands all over.
Hello, Barbara.
And Susan says, mind the fold. Words to live by when you're enveloping.
Yes.
Wow. Hello, Carla. I don't know if I said hello to you earlier. And Silver Granny says, by tearing off the bottom of that envelope, did you lose your pocket?
No, I gained one.
She
or
gained
made it a
one,
belly
the
band.
way she's doing it, because she's slitting it open.
Or I made a belly band.
Yeah.
It goes all the way through.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the hell she's going to put in something
See,
like
look.
that. It's going to have to be kind of sticky, maybe sticky nuts. I don't know, because it's going to be tumbling.
But here, this is how you solve that. Look.
Oh, it's a belly band.
We could have hung something from it.
Well, I guess it isn't going to be a belly band. She's
No.
going to...
There we go. Look at that. I am highly entertained
Now,
by
does
this.
it fold up still?
Yes. It was going to fold up no matter what because it hung low.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Wonderful solution, Mariah. Way to think on your feet.
There we go. Looky there, looky there. See, you can boop, boop. I like that. I don't know, I really like that over that. Because it makes it more interesting.
I think so too, and I like the doot, doot, doot.
Mm-hmm. Doot, doot, doot.
Eddie, I'm not saying that.
Oh, see, we got another belly band situation here.
Oh, is that a belly band situation?
Yeah, I'm gonna glue that up. Because I think it's smarter to have that versus it falling out. Yes, yes.
Oh, Carla says she mentioned us in the last blog post and sent a link to Mariah by email.
Yes, Carla,
Still
thank
no
you.
Facebook for me, and she's sad.
It's-
Why is that?
Well, I think she got hacked or something like that, right? Yes, and
Shannon
she,
says this is very nice. She's going to have to go back and watch the steps from the beginning that she missed.
I don't know that there's
Well,
steps
good luck
again,
with that,
Shannon.
Shannon. Yeah. This is kind of one of those...
I think the best approach here with this is, because I asked Darcy how many envelopes, and she said that, 9 to 10, but if you make 12, you'll be better because you'll have extras or whatever in case you need it. So I went with 12. So I have 12 envelopes. Varying sizes is good. Now these are like kind of, check off the list of, okay, check, check, check.
Okay, and that answers Josie's.
Josie's. It's
Josie's-
Josie.
Her question too, she says, how do you explain to somebody new? Hey, you just have to go back and watch some other videos because this is not necessarily, this is kind of the advanced form of the building in that Mariah really didn't know what she was doing.
I would say, okay, so like watching Darcy, her approach was like, so she had I bet you she had way more envelopes than 10. But I just kind of wanted a rough estimate. And she may have said in her videos, I wasn't like taking notes because I can't do that. That would stress me out. Like I kind of went, all right, I'm watching this. She did a lot of, kind of spray stuff or very, she puts down paint and then sprays the paint kind of thing and then blip blops. Then she kind of goes through a whole like stamping and a lot of that. So multiple layers of all types of media. So there isn't necessarily a wrong way to decorate them for sure, I think even if you wanted less stress about perhaps like the envelopes, because I would say, because I almost did this. This was a thought that I had, but I didn't want to argue with this one over there on, how she was going to get it on her plate or whatever. Was like to just assemble it, glue all the envelopes in whichever way so you aren't worried about what ends up where as far as your design. Then you could come back.
Well, I'm really glad you didn't ask me to do that because I wouldn't have liked that at all.
See, and I kind of knew that.
I don't think that's a good way to approach it.
It's just something to think about, and certainly was something I was thinking about. All right, what should we do next? I covered up that. Okay, so should I do something there? Ooh, we could bring.
I think that one that we talked about that might need a little bit of a softening.
This line here or what?
The softening of that darker edge. Yes.
Like that could be into that, but I need to see. I don't need the white edge. Although we could bring the gold in if I left the deckled edge there.
Yes. And I think it'd be cool if you kind of
Mariah, go through count how many pockets you have so you know how many tags and journal cards. I don't know that I'm gonna like stuff my thing with stuff.
Yes, you all need to watch part 2 of Carrie's. Well, you can watch part 1, but he's just mostly adding
Like he does
his envelopes.
Yeah.
Part 2 is his actual construction. I didn't make it to that part. Would you please put that on top and overlap?
I can't do that because see.
Oh.
Yeah, I know that you really wanted it like hitting in there. Now, that's not to say I can't do that. So, all right, here's a thought. Here.
If you have it,
Hold on.
it so it doesn't come past that, Mariah, because you're going to run into white on the other side.
Hold on. Hold, please.
That's too much. She's not listening to me.
All right. If I put that in there, you think that that's too much? Into the here?
Well, I don't know. Maybe not. I think it's okay.
And
I like how you tore that angle, that top part off. That was important.
Right, and then see, I can bring this one. I'm going to tear that, I think. Or I got more over here. And then I can come back and, like I said, either, you know, bring the watercolors in. And I think we should do a little bit of that. Because, you know, we're going to kind of continue on with this. Or I may or may not. I don't know. I may just give it to P for something to do. So she doesn't do stuff that she's not supposed to do.
Deb C says, you know, even seeing the gel printing choices was educational to me. And then seeing how they worked out in practice. Thank you, Deb. And Maritza is here. I don't know who Maritza is.
Yeah, I think Maritza's new. Hello.
Joanne.
I think Maritza, did you come the other day? I think this might be her second time she's here.
And she said, perhaps if you're not in a rush, you could do a few larger envelopes, place them, and then jelly a few more smaller ones, place them, and so on. Definitely would take longer.
Yeah.
But I think that you would be able to control your choice of prints a lot better.
Yeah.
So if time wasn't an issue, I would definitely recommend that.
Yeah, I like that approach.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. Okay. Yes, Lisa made an envelope video too. Thank you, Mo.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of thinking about posting in Makers and saying, you know, who has done envelope videos.
Yes,
then post below, and then that way we have one
source for everything.
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
Okay.
And Jennifer says she only used 7 envelopes in hers.
Nice.
And she let the envelopes speak to her.
Jennifer, you're rocking it, girl.
As said by Darcy. That's what I always say. You just have to be a good listener sometimes.
She's working on that.
Shut up, Mariah. I heard that snort over there.
She can hear certain things. Oh, goodness.
Christy says she needs more envelopes.
Yeah, and then Tutu Holly, Tammy Odom, she did one. Now hers was more uniform, and she laughed because we were like, "Oh no, that would be boring." She's like, "So I went the boring route, and that's okay." I said, "You could spice it up in
And
other
then,
ways."
Miriam made her own envelopes from gel prints.
Nice.
So that's certainly a thought.
That's some dedication. I love that tearing with the ruler. Darcy does a lot of that, and I love it. I think that looks fab. See? And even
I do too. It
bits.
breaks up all the patterning and gives your eye a place to rest.
Yeah. Some good stuff. Okay, so we've dealt with that. We've dealt with that, and I've closed that up. Now this one, I kind of like it as is.
I do too.
I don't really want to cover that up.
I don't think it needs anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you.
Okay. This one. I don't know. I mean, if anything, I would like something kind of here. That's what I'm sort of feeling on that end of things. And I'm just loving this so much.
Margie says she's going to try doing envelopes as well and record them as part of her Artsy Wednesday episodes.
Wonderful.
So you all need to look for that.
Okay. Normally I don't want things like right in the middle, but kind of.
And Tammy says, I was scared of all the different patterns, but Mariah, you are making it look like it was meant to be.
Oh, I'm not scared of mixing patterns at all. That doesn't.
Oh, yeah. And I only used 2 different stencils there.
What do you think?
I think it's a little large. I think you need to make it smaller.
And do you think I should maybe make it from the... See, I don't like that, but I might like it like that.
I think it's too fat. It's covering up too much.
It's a little judgy.
Yeah, you know it's true. Jennifer says, I'm driving and listening, and I had so much fun. Thank you. We're happy that's okay.
How's that?
And there's Carolina. Hola. ¿Cómo está? That's about all the Spanish I know.
I was going to say.
Except some bad words. Yes, Eddie, size doesn't matter.
Do we like this size?
I think that size works.
Do we like it in the middle?
Kind of.
Or do we like it over here? Or do we like it? I like it either here.
I kind of like it, yeah, there on the edge or on the north side.
Do you want it like that?
South side.
Do you want it like that?
Or the east side rather than the west side.
How about that?
Don't diagonal. Please don't diagonal. I'll have to slap you.
How about that?
Huh?
How about that?
I'm finding my ball. I've got a ball here that I found from Izzy's crap.
You're gonna throw it at me.
Here, it's a squishy ball. This would be really...
Don't you do that.
And it's got all kinds of nasty hair.
It does. It looks disgusting.
And unidentifiable matter on it.
It's disgusting.
It's one of those you can take it in and wash it off.
But she don't wash it. Okay. Now, I could even just leave it open and we could have a little belly bandy thing there.
Wouldn't that just be spiffy?
Spiffy.
This is really helping my fear of using patterns. Okay, here's the trick. It's just like when you're designing a room and you want to use different patterns. As long as you repeat your colors, you're good to go. Then it looks like it goes together. And basically what Mariah's doing right now is that's what she's coming in and doing. Is she's repeating colors that there wasn't quite enough on any one thing. And, you know, she kept reminded me of that as I was gel plating because I said, you know, do I need to get more of that other color on this? And she says, well, you know, yes and no. It really isn't necessary because Once we actually get to the process of putting them together, we can bring in the colors. I really love that strip that you have with all that wide white edge.
Oh, did you? Oh, well, I'm tearing off the white.
And that's why you're tearing off the white
Well,
edge.
here.
I'm going to throw this ball at her.
Is that good?
I'm going to use some scrapbook papers. I want to use up gel print on the white side and make my own envelopes of different sizes. Then I think I may use a picture folio format to construct it.
There you go.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like that.
I think that's a great idea.
There. What do you think of that?
Well, as long as it doesn't interfere with your pockets or your fold, I think it's great. I like it.
Okay.
It alludes to the other, over on the other page where you've got some more white showing there. I think that's a really good thing. I don't think you need to color that edge.
Oh, well, I was going to color it. But I see what you're saying, because it does. It peeks out there, and then it those little...
Hey, we did a whole session once on how to gel plate over... I don't know if we gel plated over...
What are you talking about?
Scrapbook paper.
Yes. Wait. I mean, we've done that. I think Darcy
The
just
reason
did something
I like the weight sometimes of scrapbook paper. It's a little heavier. It doesn't make for great decoupage, but it's very structurally sound.
Now, I tell you what we did do. You basically dyed a bunch of...
I did.
Of scrapbook papers. Altered the color. And I'm not just gluing this down just anywhere. I was paying attention to kind of where this line's going and how it, flows into that. Like, I keep a lot of that in mind. And I don't know that I will keep the white like that, because I may come back and, I could go over this with sprays. It'll take it like a champ. You know what I mean? Because I think this would be cool if it was kind of a powdery blue, to be honest, versus that white, because it looks very out of place.
I personally, I don't know about that.
You don't have a...
Yes, Joyce. Darcy's Misadventures.
You don't have a feeling one way or the other? Or you do have a feeling? You just don't agree with what I'm...
I think that's a great idea.
What?
I think it might make a great year-end present for my grandson's teacher. She can fill it with pictures of her class from this year.
Oh, that would be super wonderful.
Yeah.
That ain't the right color. We don't want to mix in that color. That would cause problems, y'all. This is the one I'm looking. That was not the one I'm looking for. That's the one.
That would even be a great thing to give the teacher at the beginning of the year, and then she could stuff stuff in it all during the year. Teachers have time to do all that kind of
stuff.
But really, that might be just the thing.
Are you ready for this?
Am I ready?
I want to turn this blue. Does that scare you?
No,
how do y'all feel?
It makes me a little bit sad.
Why?
I just don't think it's a thing to do. I think you need that color there because you've got it elsewhere and you don't have it. And when you go over that with blue, all of that yellow is going to turn green.
But this isn't really yellow.
It's yellow.
It's cream.
I disagree with this, but as everyone has continuously reminded me here, it is your book.
Let's just do a little corner. And then we can,
Do you have a piece that you tore off somewhere or something?
Oh, no, I've already, done this. So. I can glue something down if I need to hide it. Thoughts, feelings?
Michelle says too much blue. Sad. She's with me. Oh, that's a horrible blue anyway. Good Lord. That doesn't show up anywhere.
Okay, here.
Nor should it.
Okay.
E. Danielson says, hello.
Just want y'all to know you're learning through my mistakes.
Yes, make sure you have a little spot of something to glue over your horrible decision of blue. Eddie says, no blue, leave it as it is. You know, go pick on another page, Mariah. You can always come back to this one and screw it up later.
Off camera, where there's less judgment.
Yeah, where there's less judgment. Less over the shoulder,
Okay.
backseat driving,
Yeah, stuff happening.
alcohol-induced
Yeah.
decision making.
All that stuff.
Okay.
There we go. Are y'all okay with that? Let's bring that in. No, that's a little much. Ooh. Thoughts?
Oh. I don't know, but I wish you'd do something with that piece that you put up there that just kind of looks like a piece that you put in the corner.
God, she's so mean. Oh.
I think she's going to pull it out, ladies and gentlemen. Becky says encouraging words from Mom. Okay, that was pretty funny. And
Still too
Michelle
chunky, I
has
think.
hundreds of legal size envelopes. Could I do a book with just those? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carla says it looks like a beach after a storm. I think that's nice. It also softened that edge.
Yes, which needed to happen. Because it just sort of stopped, which because it's the edge. May I have a wipey? I need to address this situation before it, you know, spreads into another kind of situation. Y'all didn't appreciate the spray blue business. Because I can see some of it was already.
Oh, you've been watching me glue, and it's where it's rubbing off on you.
No, I was talking about the spray.
And Margie has 9 by 12 envelopes. Oh,
Nice.
That's some pretty.
Hey, that's a big endeavor. And
Biggins.
just keep in mind, like, if you're doing that on camera, you need to
It's
be
hard.
like, yeah,
get
'cause
that
it's-
camera up off the. Yeah, don't be having.
Don't have me zoomed in. That's all I'm saying.
The reason I don't like to use it's hard for me to do the pouches because I can't get them all on camera at the same time.
I don't know why this thing keeps sticking. Like, there's something sticky here. See? Oh, well, maybe I got it. I love that. That's so much better. I need to. There we go. Even like how that peeks out there. Look, it looks like it kind of runs into that. Got that one taken care of. I think we're leaving that as is, like the little peeky pot. Hello. Where are we at on time here? Okay, 20 minutes. Whew.
Boy, you just ran through it, Mariah. You did good. That's a lovely shot right there. I mean, all those papers together there.
That looks good. I love this.
Great harmony.
This does peek through a little, but it's good. See, we have a bit of that white there
Yes.
to nod to that one. I love how this turned out. I pieced that one together. I'm pretty proud of that situation right there.
I know. I am too. I think that was a brilliant solution. And I wasn't in favor of it when you started, but
Mm-hmm. Oh, and look at the back. Oh, now we,
See?
that's a situation. We got to deal with this. I'm glad we flipped this all over.
Now, are you going to do something on the back there?
I am.
Have that stuff hanging over?
We need something. Ooh, look at that. That's lovely. Piecing that in there.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Piecing that in there, y'all. Oh, oh.
Thank you, Linda. She says beautiful prints and construction.
Thank you. Oop. God, I am gluing like she glues. Jeez.
You need another wipe?
No, I'm good.
She's asked me why I went through so many wipes, and I said, well, if I'd learned how to glue a little more conservatively, I wouldn't,
Yeah.
yes, I wouldn't use quite so many of those. And Joyce says, are all these papers from one video? Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
The one yesterday. You can watch them being printed.
And then I will be posting. I will be posting shorts of us pulling these prints because you know P had put down the I think you'd put down the pull cut. Yes, we did all three towards the end of the stream, and then we said that we would be doing videos for. Sorry, I'm kind of thinking about what I'm doing next here and trying to think about.
Now, if you overlap there, you're going to have it showing through in your crack.
In my crack.
Crack on your book at the top there, Tootsie.
Well, no, I'm gonna cut off here. Like I'm just gonna piece up to the edge of this here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Michelle. Robin says your pocket engineering skills are top notch, Mariah.
Oh, thank you. I'm a little worried. This was a stretch of my abilities. I really did want to get to. I
Yes,
do want to show
you need
you guys.
to watch your crack and make sure that you're not going over and having the back side of your crack showing through.
Yeah, I know, but I got
that is not a good situation for
anybody.
anybody.
Okay.
But I'm sure that Mariah would figure out what to do with it.
I am. See, look.
What was the gold paint that P used in the prints, please? The gold that you're seeing in this particular thing is the color of the envelope.
Oh, yeah, on this one, yeah, this is the
I don't think
envelope.
I used any gold in the printing.
A little bit. On early on. Because look, in this one,
Show me one that has gold on it.
well, this has kind of a coppery. It ended up turning coppery because of the burnt sienna. But you used the fancy golden.
Oh, okay, I did.
And that was early on. But see,
That was early on.
it turned this color.
And we decided the copper was better anyway.
Right, because it went more so with the bronzy
Color of the envelope.
of that, and then brought in kind of the orange. It was more of a nod to those colors. But yeah, gosh, I'm falling in love with this here book.
Yes, Christie's cactus stencil was used, and Darcy's neurospherine design stencil was used.
And
Those are
just
the only two that I used.
There was discussion of possibly using Ripley Railroad, but we didn't.
We didn't. And I think that would have been a good call, but I just don't think it was needed. Okay, little bird. The paint brands, I use everything and anything.
But yesterday, in particular, she used the Chocola paints that we got.
Which is a super cheap. And then Artist Loft.
Yes.
I'll show you.
And then the one golden.
And the one golden. The only golden that I used was this one. The iridescent copper fine.
No. I thought you used a gold.
I'm telling you, I don't know where you get that. I did not use gold.
Oh.
I think this one came off. It's the cheap raw sienna. And I think that it looks gold on there when it comes in contact with the copper, and that's where that came in. These are all the colors that I used.
Okay.
So I'm going to hand this over to you, and you can show everyone.
Okay. So this is what she was talking about as far as the... And I suppose that's true.
The metallic. I did not, Mariah. I saw that.
There was much discussion about the Payne's Gray. And then, yeah, these are the little Artist Loft ones. Hey, these charcoal paints, something, I mean, again, if you are new to anything, or new to, you know, new to acrylic paints, and you're looking for sets, and you don't know what colors, and this, that, the other, always keep in mind that depending on what your budget is, number one, don't buy really expensive paints to begin with, because there's a learning curve. So buy cheap paints, buy a bunch of sets, or, you know, a few sets within your budget. They're all out there. Understand that paint, and then start to work your way up into, you know, if that's what you want to do. Like, if you're into it and you're like, okay.
And it's always smart to buy the sets.
You
get more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
And even if they are smaller, you're going to learn what paints,
yes,
colors you like.
Okay, so we still have, all right, about 10 or 13 minutes here. There could be a crash and a burn over here in a minute. Okay. I love this technique. This is something that is a very go-to Mariah thing
Here's
to
the
do.
water.
Oh, and it's clean.
And it's new water. I want you
is.
to know I got that specially for you,
Look at
Mariah.
that. I mean, the jar looks disgusting, but that's okay. It's an art jar.
And Eddie said he started gel printing with inexpensive craft paints.
Yeah. Use what you have for sure. Like, if you have
yeah.
paints, use what you got.
I think my first gel printing was done with some Crayola acrylics that I had from who knows when I was teaching. I didn't like them very well.
Well, and some very questionable, like...
Yeah, longevity as far as...
Yeah, those, like, Liquitexes and stuff that are, like, way old. Okay, those aren't the brushes I'm looking
And
for.
tubes of paint last a long time. The smaller ones will give a lot. Absolutely. She says, I have a mix of Crofters, Papaya, Amsterdam, and just upgraded to a couple of golden, which I think really gives such nice prints, but so expensive. It really is expensive, but if you look at it, some of my... I've yet to use a whole tube of paint up.
Oh,
That's not true.
That's not true.
I'm just about ready to use up the rest of my blue, this light blue.
Okay.
Light phthalo blue.
All
I
right.
love this color.
Can I get some information from y'all real
Yes.
quick? Okay. I'm trying to sit up straight. So gold was talked about earlier, but I could bring in the copper and just, you know, like hide this. That's what my mind tells me to do.
Joyce says, I know there's a video on beginning gel plate printing, but I can't find it. You know, there are tons of them.
We have one.
And
Mo
yeah,
will put it in.
we do have one.
Yes. Don't listen to her. She
Well,
doesn't
you know, I don't know that it's really
this isn't her department.
I don't know if I covered everything. I just assume a lot.
Oh my god. Here's the thing too, like there's no such thing as covering it all.
Yeah. That's why you have to watch a bunch of different ones. And that's what I did. For a whole week, I watched videos all day long of gel printing before I ever started. And then I decided, you know, this is ridiculous. I'm just going to jump in here. And some of the prints that I pulled early on, I still love them. I have them. I saved them. Because I don't even print like that anymore. They were total mess-ups, but I love them. I got lots of wall prints, which I still have a whole box that's labeled wall prints.
Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all see that?
Yes, and Mo, I do love their soft body. The Liquitex soft bodies. I love these. This one's just about empty. This is Indanthrine Blue, one of my favorite blues. That Miami Vice, I like Miami Vice blue.
That's manganese or
Manganese, aka manganese.
yeah. What's up with this kitty today? Okay, see, look at that. How awesome is that?
I agree, Robin.
Fix that situation. Now,
I think that's what keeps me coming back to the gel plate, is that you can always find something different to do with it. It's challenging, and just about the time you think you got it figured out, you do something like glue down what is that, rice paper to your, and 5 or 6 pulls later you finally got it off of there.
are y'all into this or?
And sorry, Saul says, yes, like what you said a while back about don't wait, just jump in and do it. You learn a lot just from trying things out. That's the only way that you really can learn about the paints that you like. And Arkansas Quilter, you may have just convinced me to leave torn white edges and paint them, Mariah. Excellent.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of her.
Yeah. It's a
She's doing kintsugi on her prints, on my prints, after she rips them to shreds.
That didn't sound judgy.
And Little Bird says, it really is trial and error, especially learning the difference between transparent and opaques. That is a big hurdle to jump over.
Yes.
Because it makes all the difference in the world.
I think we went on a binger of really harping on that for a while.
And Josie says that I've got determination of an Aries. Not everybody would be able to watch so many videos, but it is the best way to prepare yourself. When I decide to do something, I'm really all in.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just like, once I figure something out, I'm pretty well done. Thank you for writing that word out for me, Eddie Kintsugi. I get bored with it. But we're into what? Year 3? Beginning of year 3? Doing the gel print, and I'm still not bored. I'm still learning. The gel print process is a very humbling one, because about the time you think you've got something figured out, you realize that no, you really haven't. You need to revisit that. And Robin says, I sometimes watercolor the edges of ripped paper.
Yeah,
yes.
That's what these are. They're just
These
metallic.
are just little metallic watercolors.
Like, so this set over here.
Yeah, because this is a set that I put together.
Yeah, they actually came in, this set. These are the CSY art.
See there, I did little swatches on the outside.
These are wonderful.
Isn't that brilliant?
And Mo may have already, or I'm sure she did, because she's really good at putting the link. Because these are from Amazon. Fantastic little, like, very reasonably priced. The Fine Tech, a little more pricey. Wonderful. But I love the small.
I do too.
Now this 10 was separate too, but highly recommend that. I think we have that in the shop too.
We do.
Okay, I know you're going to tell me no on putting, the shimmery business on this.
You do need a metallic watercolor paint set. And you can get one where you get a variety, you get different colors in it. You don't just have to go with like a color.
Okay, can you talk to me?
I'm sorry. I'm talking over you. I'm responding to the chat.
I know. You want me to leave this white?
I told you that I would leave that totally up to you. I just thought it was
a good nod to this.
It kind of brought in the other white.
Yeah.
Because you do have some other white.
Yes.
Maybe just do one side of it.
Okay. I had that thought as well. I'm just trying to put a little splash of it here and there. Just
And Jessie said that she agrees with me
on what?
on leaving part of that
Okay.
vertical one white simply because you've got a lot of white.
Now, which side should we do and which side should we leave? I feel like I should do this side and leave this one right here because it's more
Exactly.
noticeable. Okay.
I think you're absolutely right.
And then we got 5 minutes and we can shut this down, or I could just go ahead and, well, let's just do this.
And Little Bird, I only discovered jelly printing this year through your channel, and wow, have I become enthralled. It's just so rewarding, and I have so much fun. It is, which is so fantastic, which has been fantastic. As long as you are having fun with this process, I think that already answers your question there. It is. And it can be frustrating at times. But boy, when you finally do figure it out, nobody can put a dollar amount on that feeling. Oh, and Carla said, I saw Kintsugi ceramic repair kit on Amazon today. Made me want to break dishes. Hey, well, make sure you post that in Makers.
Yes. The befores and afters.
We want to see that.
Before, after, and during.
Yeah, yeah, during. Could you video it?
And there we have it.
All right. Ceri says, I found a lady on YouTube that has some great gel printing information. Her channel is Butterfly's Mind. Joan Blaze Creative Studio. If anyone is interested, taking a look. Yes. There's a lot of them. I don't know her, but I'm sure that, you know.
All right. I am very happy with everything. What do y'all think?
I love that, and that gold there just sort of gave a nod to the gold, and even though it's not shiny gold.
Yeah.
And I think you could do some more kintsugi throughout, and repeat that so that it becomes more of a motif.
Yes.
An intentional motif rather than a.
Yeah, a little bit of a. See, I could spend a lot of time just futzing around doing
Carla just clapped. Arkansas Quilter says it looks great. You're getting lots of floaty hearts.
Awesome. All right. It was a rough start for sure, y'all.
Thank you, Leslie. We enjoyed having you here also.
But I think
Tracy said it's looking good, Mariah.
we made it happen, didn't we?
And Liz says, great job.
Okay, I'm going to hand this back over to
Jennifer says, I've learned more from this group in PM Artist Studio and their creations. I find all that I need. Bless your heart. We love hearing stuff like that.
you. Yes.
Susan Bilieu says it looks fabulous. SAG says it's a great stream as ever. Bless
Thank
your
you,
heart.
Sarah.
Robin says, I love stencils with the plate, but I look for texture things everywhere. Yes, once you start that, it is. You see them everywhere. You're just wishing you had a piece of paper and a crayon with you when you're out on the street so you could
Okay.
do a
Now,
manhole cover.
all right, Becky. She's my. I like that. She picked the O face on the last one. Hopefully my hair's like, you know. Hold on here. We'll go to the M cam. Here we go.
Colleen says you did a great job under a lot of pressure.
Should I? Okay, which is
Yeah,
kind of the
you
best.
need to fan it out.
But
Fan that baby out.
I like this.
That's nice too.
Okay. Ooh. See, I gotta put the thing across here, or I do it across the side. Here, hold on. Let's try this one too.
There you go.
Okay. Crazy people.
I love it.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll be back here on Thursday, definitely with some thoughts and who knows, some therapy and whatnot for my, self and others and whatnot. Anyway, we'll be back on Thursday with the pouches. right?
Yes, a whole new pouch.
She's got things that she's working on, so yeah.
Yeah, remember the one that I measured?
The one she measured. Bye, guys.
My one that I measured on, I used a measuring device that has numbers on it.
A ruler. SpongeBob. Bye, guys.
Bye!